Our biggest regret, Lil Dicky asked us to be in an episode of Dave, but we were out of town touring. And it was like, I think it was the same cameo that ended up going to Marshmello, which I guess just shows how interchangeable us DJs are.
Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl. Welcome back to my iHeartRadio virtual studio. Today we are hanging out with the real Chainsmokers this time. We have Drew and Alex here with us. Hi guys.
Hey, how's it going? Did you guys meet the other ones? The other Chainsmokers?
We got the Chainsmokers here with us. Hi guys, welcome.
What's up? Thanks for having us. We're the Chainsmokers.
We met the other Chainsmokers. Let me just tell you, they were giving y'all a run for your money. They were good.
No, they're great. It's been hard for us to come back. People want them back.
How did you guys find them?
You know, we did like we had this idea of like replacing ourselves. It was actually pretty depressing how it started. Our first idea was to go out to like A-list Hollywood actors and find two people that like were like friendly-ish with us that would do it. All of Hollywood passed on this casting call. So we would get like, I don't know why we subjected ourselves to this, but we'd get like emails like daily that were like, yeah, Ben Affleck passed. And we're like, yeah, Ben Affleck passed. Like no one expected. Okay.
Wait, but so who was the dream cast? Like who would have been the dream cast for each of you?
Top was Jonah Hill and Michael Cera. But if we just get these days like, yeah, Matthew McConaughey is not going to do it. We're like, guys, like stop. Like, I don't need this. Like it's hit, like, I know that I don't expect them to say yes, but well, these emails are hurting me, you know, just by everyone I like in movies is hard.
So then how did you guys land on the fake Chainsmokers? You found them and how much coaching actually went into them?
That was the amazing part. They just like fell right in naturally. It was great. It's also great when you like someone does essentially a parody of you because you like don't really know, you know, what you look like. And then, you know, I mean, hopefully we don't look exactly like that, but you know, and then you see it and you're like, wait, fuck, is that what we look like?
I love the sunglasses too. Like they were such a vibe. Their outfits were spot on.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, they were great.
Well, you guys are back at 2-year hiatus. It's so good to have you back in here. You're releasing High. What is it like being back, releasing music and being back on the scene? And Alex, I know you're frozen a little bit over there, but do you want to kick us off with this one? Can you still hear us? Nope, we lost him. Drew, we'll toss to you. Oh, Alex, are you back?
No, assume I'm just here presently watching and engaged, but I literally, this is just a nightmare for me, my internet. I just got the email from Spectrum being like, you are going to experience issues. And it's like, sick. All right. Perfect timing. I got my favorite interviewer, Emily, over here, and they're screwing me over.
Wow. Well, we know you're here in spirit. Okay. And if you can't, frozen again. Okay, Drew, why don't you start this one and take it?
It feels great. I mean, I think like we spent a lot of time kind of rediscovering what we like loved about, first of all, like producing and writing and also what we think is special about the Chainsmokers project. And I think especially as of recently, we're just kind of on a vibe of, you know, we put out a couple remixes, which I know not everyone knows about, but we hadn't done a remix in like 7 years. And then we're like, let's just like remix a couple songs that we're into right now and just email them to our fans. We didn't really even post them, but kind of having that like playful nature with all of our fans has been such a cool, fun, new thing to do. That's like, feels informal and genuine. And like, I feel like we kind of like got away from that in like the last few years of our career. And it's just like nice to be back and like communicating with them on that type of level. And then, you know, that was a great to do before, you know, putting out High, and High we're just super proud of. It's such a fun song that I feel like feels like really fresh for us, and also kind of gives you the nostalgia of, you know, what you know our music to be. And, you know, we had a great time making it, and, you know, there's so much more to come, but I think it's a really fun place to start.
You know, I asked the fake Chainsmokers this, they had a great answer, but what would you say is like the biggest thing that you learned about yourselves in this 2-year break, now coming back from music?
We learned to relax a little bit, enjoy the moment of creating all of this stuff and interacting with, I mean, now like interacting with our fans and like how fun, you know, this amazing, you know, lifestyle of being able to make music and travel around and play it for people and create these really fun experiences is. And yeah, just like really great gaining an appreciation for all those things. I'm really curious to see what the fake Chainsmokers said.
They were outrageous. Did we lose Alex completely? Alex, I'm so sorry with the Wi-Fi. I think
it's okay.
Oh,
I'm like in and out. This is like, I just feel like a pain in the ass. You know what I mean?
Well, but you know what I do? You know what I do love about your screen though is this portrait in the back. What is this, your dog? Bye, Alex.
Yeah.
We'll have like time for him to explain his internet problems, and then it cuts out again.
I know. Drew, fourth studio album coming out. Tell us a little bit about what the fans can expect from this one.
We had more fun making this album than I think any other body of work. And sorry, my dog's wanting pets.
Oh my God, all the pets right now. Look, what is his name? Her
Oliver.
name.
He's being such a baby this morning.
Oliver. Oh my God. Did Oliver help in the process?
No, he actually got in the way most of the time. Yeah, I mean, this is the most fun we've ever had. And I think that really like shows in this album. I think oh shit, what was that?
I feel like Alex is a ghost haunting this Zoom.
Yeah.
Coming in and out.
Yeah, we're just putting on Alex. Yeah, I think that like that really shows in all this music, and there's a lot of it feels like pretty genreless. It's definitely has a backbone of like dance music where we come from, but like we really spent a lot of time like listening to some of like the core like feelings and emotions that we got from like that I think kind of defined like who we became as musicians, and really leaned into that. And it's funny, and like the little skit that the fake Chainsmokers did, they're like, this is the most Chainsmokers album ever, which they said as a joke, but that's kind of how I would describe it.
So they were good actors. They knew.
Oh, they killed it. Yeah, they did great.
Well, outside of the album, I saw that you guys are also, like all of us, fans of the show Euphoria, and that's how I spend all my Sunday nights. Which character do you most relate to in Euphoria, if you had to choose?
Like that I feel like is most like me?
Yeah. Like, I'm definitely Maddy, like, a little psycho, but can be chill.
Yeah. I think everybody wants to be Maddy.
Maybe that's me projecting, probably. Yeah. Do you want to be Maddy?
Do I want to be sometimes? I want to be like all of them at sometimes. I mean, I think like that's what's amazing about that show is they all like have qualities that like you kind of can relate to. And, I think human beings are generally like inconsistent. And I feel like they all kind of are extreme examples of behavior, and there are times for all of them.
It's so good. What else are you guys watching?
Did you see the new season of Dexter?
No.
It's out of control. I didn't really watch the old Dexter. I should have. Now I'm realizing that. But it's so good. It's new. Like they really it felt like a little like NCIS-y before, kind of like cable television. And now it feels really they really after 10 years, made it feel grown up and modernized in a really cool way. That's amazing. I'm watching Yellow Jackets right now. The jury's still out on that one.
Oh my God, I just finished. It literally haunts me. I had to sleep with my lights on for 3 days.
Okay, it's definitely getting creepier. I'm on the last episode. I have the season finale to watch next. But yeah, I'm really glad Euphoria's back. Succession was great again. I just love the banter. And I can't believe that someone wrote all of that stuff. Maybe they're freestyling some of it because it's just so quick. But I love that show.
I mean, in other pop culture news too, you guys recently performed at a certain championship game that we can't specifically say due to licensing. But do you have a favorite for the big game coming up on February 13th?
I feel like this is a great Super Bowl, and I'm admittedly not the biggest sports fan. I always but I love going to games because I love any type of venue where there's such that. Kinetic energy where it's just so excited and hyped up, and playing at the game last weekend was amazing. And I think that it was an amazing game. It was really fun to be there. To have the Rams playing in the Super Bowl is going to be really fun for the city. But also you love to see kind of the underdog Bengals come up. Everyone loves that story. Everyone is obsessed with Burrow right now. It's just going to be great. It's I feel like it's a win-win for the rest of the country.
Yeah, I mean, I went to University of Georgia, so I'm cheering for Matt Stafford. I know nothing about sports, but I'm excited to watch that and the halftime show. So,
hey, good for him.
Well, we're so excited for you guys. What's next? So obviously the album is coming out. Do we have more music videos, a tour? Give us the full breakdown.
We have all that kind of stuff. We're working it out. The tour is a really tough moving target. As you know, I'm just hoping on the other side of the summer we're kind of through the worst of this whole thing, but it's hard to be optimistic with how many new variants keep pulling up and fucking shit up. But yeah, I mean, look, we're trying to get in front of our fans as quickly as possible. I can't wait to perform this new album. It's going to be, all of these songs are great for a live show. There's a lot of really fun moments, and I think our show is going to look and feel kind of with the same energy before, but be in its own world. And I just can't wait to put that all together.
So excited. Alex, we're also excited you're back. You made it.
I think I figured it out. I did the classic reset the internet modem trick, which I don't know if it worked, but you guys can hear me, I can hear you. So let's assume that was what the I'm just gonna save my anger for this stuff, but
You're good.
Man, does this type of thing annoy me.
I'm glad you're here.
It's good to be here. Hey everybody, have we talked about High yet? What have we discussed?
We've truly discussed Euphoria, I feel like everything, but that's okay, Alex. Before we go, for you in this album, what are you most excited about the fans hearing?
I mean, I think the depth of the album. I think, it's really exciting to release, songs like High, which we absolutely love and think are a great entry point into what's on the way. But we spent 2 years working on like the meat of this album and all the, meaning and songwriting and production. And, I think our fans, you always see it. You're like, I absolutely love High, but like, can't wait to see like the depth that you go to in the album. And I think that's where we like are really able to express ourselves musically. So just having that opportunity to like present like a complete body of work that really represents, how we're feeling and what we want the world to hear from us is super exciting.
And then I asked Drew this, but I have to ask you, we're talking about Euphoria. If you had to choose one character in Euphoria that you're most like, who would you choose?
I would choose the kid on the toilet that had his junk out while Sydney Sweeney was in the bathtub.
Oh my God. That's specific. You've thought of that answer before.
That guy came in and just owned that whole episode, and it was out within 2 or 3 seconds. If I just seriously answer that question, it's hard to say. I mean, I think that they're all so interesting and complex. I really like Dominic Fike's character. I think he's like such a good, it almost feels like he's like, I don't know him personally, so I don't want to say he's playing himself because he's addicted to drugs and all sorts of crazy shit on this show, but it just feels very natural. And, I think there's like this, like obviously authenticity to his character, but also kind of this like softness, approachability that's really like fun to watch on screen. So, kudos to him for just absolutely murdering that role.
Would you guys ever want to do something like that? Like be a regular on a show?
Yeah. If it's a great fit and like your character fits naturally into a show that like our character fit naturally into a show that we love, of course, it'd be amazing.
Our biggest regret, Lil Dicky asked us to be in an episode of Dave, but we were out of town touring. And it was like, I think it was the same cameo that ended up going to Marshmello, which I guess just shows how interchangeable us DJs are. But I was like, damn, that would have been so cool. And we're huge fans of Dave, and that would have been a cool one.
Oh my God. I want you guys to do something alongside the fake Chainsmokers. Maybe all 4 of you are in a cameo somewhere.
Yeah, or it's like some simulation that we're all trapped in, and Chainsmokers keep multiplying. And it's like
okay, and then Alex, last question for you. We talked about the big game on the 13th of February coming up. Do you have a prediction? Who's gonna win?
I mean, I'm obviously a Rams fan. We live in LA. I think they're an amazing team. But also, like, I'm a huge Joe Burrow fan. And, like, I've always been an underdog guy. So, part of me is, like, wouldn't be upset to see, like, the underdog team, like the Cincinnati Bengals, who haven't won a, championship since 1988, I think. So it's like a win-win, I think, in a lot of ways. It's like you either got this amazing underdog story team from a city that's needed this so badly, or, you've got the LA Rams who, obviously are our home team and, playing in LA. Like, I can't think of a better story either. So it's pretty great Super Bowl. It's like, there doesn't feel like there's like a villain in this scenario.
Ooh, that's good. And what are y'all's plans?
I don't even know what we're allowed to say anymore in regards to our schedule, but we have some fun surprise lined up for the Super Bowl day. And then we're playing like the DirecTV Maxim party on Friday, and then we're doing a surprise appearance on Saturday at another party. And there's a lot going on in LA that weekend. So I think you could pretty much just close your eyes and wander around and you'll end up in somewhere fun.
Drew, Alex, thank you both so much for being here again. Congratulations on High and the new upcoming album. It's so great to chat with the real version this time.
Thanks.
Alex, it was good to see you at the end.
Just kidding. I was just kidding. It's fine.
Thanks so much for watching our interview with the Chainsmokers. They are back and better than ever. Make sure you listen to their new single, High, out now on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.